So everyone has been talking about the Itel City 100 smartphone. Now I'm here to share with you guys my experience and also my opinion, because I feel if I don't, someone out there has been waiting for my review so that they can make a purchase decision. So if you're the one, then this video is for you. Now, one of the good reasons to buy this smartphone is actually the price. It is less than 120,000 naira. And also, you can't deny the design of this phone before even talking about the performance. And sincerely, I love the direction that Itel is going to, because recently their smartphones have greatly improved. And it is nice to see this one coming with some good specs like the infrared and also the remote control app. And this is super useful. And then you have a 4 gigs of RAM that can expand up to 12 gigs of RAM, and also an AI assistant. So basically this phone has it all, almost, because it is an entry-level smartphone and also a good one at that. Now the actual price actually ranges from 107,000 naira to 115,000 naira. On the design side of things, this phone doesn't look much of an entry-level smartphone. And if you don't tell someone, they won't know that you're using a phone less than 150,000 naira or 120,000 naira. And also this phone is rated IP64, so it can survive water, but not actually living inside water. And then Itel included that this phone will not lag for the next 6 months. And it's almost 1 month already. Now, if you have this smartphone, have you discovered any issues? Like, is it lagging already? Let's talk about it in the comment after this video. And also the battery. The battery capacity is 5,200 milliamps, which is really holding up well in my experience. And then you have the Unisoc T7250 processor that is capable of handling a lot of basic tasks here, including light gaming and your daily social media. The main camera here is a 13 megapixels, and the camera app has some added features to it. There is also the dual video mode, the slow motion mode, and it also has different vlog mode, so you can capture exciting moments. I took some pictures with this phone and see what it looks like. The picture quality is fine, especially if you have enough light too. There's just not enough color in its results, but the clarity is okay. Now on portrait pictures, the separation is fine, but lacking that color profile with high dynamic range missing in some areas makes it a little bit turn off, unless you can post a bit afterwards. And then it shoots 1080p videos at 30 frames. And then the front camera is an 8 megapixels. It also offers good pictures too. See, you need enough light to actually have good results here. And at the same time, edit your pictures, add more colors, and you're fine. It also shoots 1080p videos at 30 frames. The display refreshes up to 90 Hz. It is an IPS display, and you can easily use it under direct sunlight. But sincerely, who will actually use a smartphone under the scorching sun? Because the economy as well is also affecting the sun. So I don't think it's safe for anyone to use a smartphone under direct sunlight. And then speaking of economy, I think if you really want to see a change, the first thing to do and the best thing to do is to subscribe to my channel right now if you are new and watching this video. Okay, let's proceed. Now the display is good for viewing media content on YouTube and also from other platforms. And you can easily scroll through the apps smoothly thanks to the 90 Hz refresh. And then for external features, there's a fingerprint that is also the power button, and then the volume rockers. And then you have the SIM card slot. And at the bottom of the phone, you'll find the audio jack, the microphone, the USB Type-C, and the speaker grill. Now, this is not the perfect entry-level smartphone, but it does go a long way handling a lot of basic tasks. And yes, as always, it does have some downsides, like the 720p limitation on the display, and also the large noticeable bezels. But you don't expect to see too much perfection from an entry-level smartphone, especially considering the price as well. But right now, everyone can at least afford to have a smartphone. And I think it's a very good approach actually taking this time. Yes, the overall performance is okay, as long as you keep your activities minimal, not too heavy, so to avoid it lagging behind. But about the lagging thing, I really want to know if someone out there, you have this smartphone already and you've been using it for a while. Please, let's talk about how the phone has actually behaved. Is it lagging at all, or do you have any other issues already? I'd like you to come over to the comments because it is going to help someone to make a purchase decision. And as always, if you are new to my channel, let me know what you think about the Itel City 100 smartphone. And don't leave without subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.